Let's move on. Let's move far, far away from all this.
Far, far away.
Jim, let's get to some questions from the Cult of Cornette. This one was sent via the Cult of Cornette Facebook group by Kyle Hansen. Would Roman Reigns move the needle for AEW like CM Punk did?
Well, yeah, hold on here. Would he move the needle? Yes. I mean, if Roman Reigns showed up on AEW, I think a lot of people would be paying attention to that, see what was going to go on. Would he move the needle like CM Punk did? At this point, I'm not saying he's necessarily a smaller star. I'm saying, is the needle capable of being moved as big as that now? Because when Punk got him over 1 million viewers, they were already at 800,000. And when, Punk drew a couple of $1 million gates, that was, out of the norm for them at the time, but they've raised the ticket prices now to where even though they have so many fewer people, they're still grossing money. So I don't know if it's possible. You would think that he would move the needle as possible as it is to be moved by anybody just for signing with the company, wouldn't you? But how much that would be debatable.
Yeah, and again, there's a few differences. Obviously, CM Punk going to AEW when he did is a little different than any top star going to AEW now. The company has been seen a little differently. They're rebuilding, if anything. CM Punk went to AEW as CM Punk. What would Roman Reigns be?
Oh, that's right. Roman Reigns couldn't go to Roman Reigns couldn't go to AEW. The guy could. And that's another thing. CM Punk came back from a long retirement from wrestling. Roman Reigns has not wrestled often, but he's still been around. And the thing is, then you'd have the problem. If Roman Reigns, regardless of what you called him, showed up tomorrow in AEW, who could he work with to draw money? He'd be in the same position as the Hurt Syndicate. There's no tag teams. It would be credible.
That's who we could work with.
Well, but they're set up as a tag team. That's point I'm making is you have almost nobody there that would be credible against a guy the level of Roman Reigns. And Moxley's their world champion. Can you see that match?
Well, actually, that's
Jesus
probably
Christ.
The one. Forget about the actual context and content of the match.
Well, that's right, because they're old compadres before Moxley flunked out of the big league.
That's the biggest thing you could do probably right out of the gate before people see how stinky the match will be, is present the match.
But, I don't see how that with the structure, with everything that we know about AEW, that they can sign any. Of course, they're not going to sign Roman Reigns. It can't possibly. But I don't see who they could bring in that at this point would make anything but a short-term curiosity difference, because then they'll end up immaterial like everybody else they bring in. So, yeah, Roman Reigns as, somebody else, whatever name, Roman Snow, I don't know. He initially people would go, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here? But then he'd get lost in the shuffle and there'd be nothing interesting for him to do.
And I also think CM Punk was uniquely situated to be that guy for that audience. Again, not a lot of guys have a big hometown drawing ability.
Yeah.
What's Roman Reigns' hometown? San Jose? Like, I don't even know. Does he draw really big there? Like Punk does in Chicago, where it becomes part of the story? Punk was a unique figure that worked perfectly for AEW at that point.
Well, plus Roman Reigns is a great promo, but Roman Reigns can't talk to people like Punk can.
Well, that's the other thing. And if he came out there without a manager. Yeah.
But that was a reason why Punk was perfect for the AEW audience, because he could communicate to the smart fans while still not coming out and making all wrestling bullshit. He was able to do it in the story.